Paladins have started to round up some of the thugs in the streets, busting their legs, beating them over the head, but generally just dragging them along to a general area. As you guys follow them, I should probably copy you guys over. My bad. As you guys follow them, you come upon... Sorry, trying to copy you over. You come upon the group of paladins that you guys saw before. Robert, these are paladins that have basically sworn to serve you at this point. Not all of them, but the leader, the Aasimar, has basically fallen in love with you ever since he found out that you have the Dawnbringer. Ah!
Okay.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, man, that's gay.
Oh, hey. He spots you as you hobble over. Ah! Robert, it's good to see you. I'm glad you have joined us. I wish we would have known you were feeling better. We would have equipped you better.
I'm not feeling better. What is this?
We have decided to move against the Tyrant Hardcastle. With the homelands dealt with, we can finally move in force against him.
And you're going to do that by killing innocents who are just trying to protect civilians?
Innocents?
You couldn't have
These are
gone
thugs!
into his estate and then started your attack?
We're moving there now. We had to move in force. Otherwise, we would have been cut down as soon as we entered those gates. At that, a crowd shuffles up, led by the captain of the guard that you guys met at the estate. But accompanying them are Leona, Archmage Saldic, Lord Illyrio Dan McMull, and Lord Hardcastle. What? What is the meaning of this? What are you doing, Alistair? I have come to see you fall, old man. This book... Robert, you see that he is holding up the journal that you had been given. This book holds the secrets to all your lies. And now that we have destroyed your greatest project, as you may call it. He throws the book on the ground. Now, I'm here to take your head. He flexes the great hammer that he has and looks to Robert. Under your orders, sir.
Possess a convincing argument, Alistair. Have you got permission and approval from your church?
We have the Grand Inquisitor's word and blessing to go on this venture.
Then I can see no reason to hold you back, having read that journal myself. Just be certain and sure in your actions.
Roll me perception with disadvantage. Maxwell and Thok, you can roll perception regularly.
I don't see shit.
Robert, you stare blindly ahead at Alistair. Thok, you're pretty engrossed in what's going on. You're basically just waiting for the chance to kill some paladins. But Foley, you are the first one to actually look over at all the prisoners that they have gathered up. Of course, there's, the typical thugs that, your trained eye, you can look them over and it's one of those like, yeah, this guy's, this guy's some fucking troubled shit. Like, you can see some dudes, you're like, that dude's insane. That dude probably picks pockets for a living, That guy's a rapist, these are some shitheads. But as you look further back into the ranks of the groups that they have gathered up, because they've gathered up quite a few, there are young kids that you see yourself in. Being that lonely kid on the street, you don't have a parent, you had to do what you could to survive. That was you before Auric found you. As one of the kids tries to undo his bonds, one of the paladin guards walks over and backhands him with a gauntlet. Kid falls to the ground, a couple teeth falling out of his mouth. And you notice that he fell unconscious and he seems to be having trouble breathing.
They're beating children. Can't let them do this.
No, I cannot. Alistair, order your paladins to release the children. They are without sin.
No.
The rest you can...
What are you talking about, Robert? Those children are criminals the same as the others. They will grow up and they will cut throats and they will pick pockets and they will bring evil to this land. I'm quelling it now.
I'm getting tired of this conversation. Will any of you paladins fight me one by one? Or must I take you all at once? For the cowards you are.
A few of the paladins turn and are about to move on you, Thok, before another voice echoes from an alleyway. Alistair, you damned fool! What in the world are you doing? As you stand up to your full height, Thok, the paladins actually slump back and they form up around Alistair, and they're extremely on the defensive. They're more focused on you than they are on this newcomer. As for the newcomer, you guys look over, and it is an old man with a sword at his hip, and he's decked in full plate armor, a regal tabard covering it. But this man has got to be 80, 85 years old. The armor that he's wearing was made for a man with much more muscle size. He seems almost sickly.
This guy's name rhymes with Mobius.
Next to him is a hooded tiefling carrying a sinister-looking scythe. Ah, old man. I was wondering when you would show up. You damned fool! I told you, if you tried this shit again, I would personally come down and deliver horse justice upon you. And, while I'm at it, I'll kick your ass. Alistair grips the hammer and says, I'm tired of your insults, old man. Robert, this fool sides with Malorites, Sharans, and the rest of the ilk. If you won't march on the city with me, at least fight him with me. I'll beat anyone that you bring at me. Eldrin, prepare yourself.
I will let you know one thing about myself, Alistair. When asked to pick between two evils, I refuse. And then he turns to go stalk towards the children that are being chained up and beaten, and starts to go towards them.
Alright.
I'm trying to sneak around to the children, by the way.
As you turn your back on him, Morty, he grabs his hammer and goes, "Maybe Tyr needs to knock some sense into you." And he swings his hammer at you and clasps you in the back, sending you sprawled forward onto your chest, the shards of your armor piercing your ribs and causing you to gasp in pain.
Gods, what are you doing, you fool?
Obviously,
Clamber up to his feet.
Falk merely laughs at the situation. Look at that, a paladin striking from behind because he has no guts to do it from the front. Righteous warriors.
at that point, chaos breaks out. The paladins that were formerly intimidated by Thok all move upon him. And the tiefling and the old man start to move into combat. Alistair kind of understands that he's pinned in, so he moves back in and his paladins form a defensive border around him. Everybody please roll me initiative.
Where are the children now?
Children are by this well. Quote unquote. I should
I'm
probably
moving
put a few
towards
guards
there.
there.
Yeah, good initiative. Good initiative.
Alright, Tobias can be Zen.
So whose turn is it first then?
Hold up real quick. Still trying to figure. No. No.
You're a star.
Rakasuta.
No.
Star.
That should have been Rocky Zeta, and it would have literally meant a rock uncle.
Alright. So. Alright. So turn order goes Paladins, Maxwell Thok, Robert, Old Man, Alistair. Alistair counts as this paladin and this paladin as well, while the paladins count as these four. And let's get this battle music going. Alright, so first off, the paladins walk over, and the three of them try to strike at Thok. One of them strikes at Thok with a great sword, swinging overhand down cleave at him. He misses as Thok dodges to the left, his abyssal strength giving him the edge in this battle, apparently. The half-elf ahead of you swings her mace at you. Does 21 hit? No, 21